Samsung Galaxy S23 prices just leaked for every model. And guess what? It's bad news for the Ultra. We did a video recently talking about, was it iPhone prices? It's interesting right now when you talk about pricing, because you have companies like Tesla that have cutting edge vehicles, right? And they're like, I would say at the fringe of technology, and it's not often you see prices going down. So that offers you this key indication into the overall marketplace. And then your speculation, you start to wonder, will that bleed into things like smartphones and other consumer goods? Because the price of smartphones has just been skyrocketing, really. It wasn't that long ago that things were $500. Now they're $1,500. I'm talking CAD, although you can probably spec out an S23 Ultra in USD probably to around that range. But people are wondering, can the prices on smartphones keep going up, or are smartphone companies going to behave more like Tesla? Well, it looks like in this case, every single S23 will be priced the same as its equivalent for S22. This tweet and price leak comes via RG Clouds on Twitter. It's a very simple tweet with the different specifications and price points associated. So the base entry model S23 will be $799. That's with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 storage. Your next one up is going to be $850 at 8 gigs RAM, 256. And then as you get into the plus model of S23, you go to $999, and that's with the 128. 256 there takes you to $1049. And the baseline Ultra with only 8 gigs RAM only, and 256 storage, $1,249. The biggest price increase is actually at the top tier unit. 12 gigs RAM, 1 terabyte storage, $1,500 USD. Wow.
That's almost $2,000.
Exclusive colors and 1 TB delivery will be late for 2 to 6 weeks max. 18 days to go until launch. So not only that, but you're probably going to have to wait for that 1 terabyte model if you do want to spend all that cash. You do not want to do the Canadian conversion on that right now, Will, because I know you're eyeing it up and down. That's going to be a scary amount for you, USD to CAD. 2 G's, baby. Crack that 2 G's. That's a laptop. That's a slap chop. That's a mortgage payment. That's a 5 car payments. What is that, Will? 2 G's for an S23 Ultra.
I mean, that's close to a Fold too, right? Fold is what, 2,500 CAD?
Yeah, around there. I mean, it was. Who knows for the next model, right? Like, anything can happen at this point in time. It's just, I think this is an indication to me that smartphone companies will not be adjusting yet. They're going to wait and see, can we sell a few of these? We like our margins. Leave us alone. Yeah. Prices are going to stay the same or go up. Samsung's always a really big launch, so that could indicate what the rest of the market might do as well. Can you imagine like Apple dropping the price on a 15 Pro Max? It might be unprecedented.
It would be cool because they could be the market leaders for what?
But there's the perception of premiumness to it. That's another thing with Tesla. Tesla dropping the prices, and they were included in the luxury list when we were talking about top luxury brands. It's another thing you wouldn't kind of connect with luxury.
But what about their OSs? I know phones are different, but remember when they said their OS is free? And you don't have to pay for it.
Who are you talking about?
Mac OS, Apple.
Oh, you're talking about laptops now? Well, because Android is free.
It's software.
Android is free on your Pixel.
The fact that it's free, it's a precedence.
Yeah, but Tesla is software too.
Sure.
That doesn't mean they can't. Listen, they have to go where the marketplace goes. If they're not moving units, they've got to make an adjustment. They need to make sales. So ultimately, the buyer decides. If you guys out there in this audience, if you guys decide that you're not going to buy Galaxy S23 Ultras, then guess what? They may think or have to adjust their price. And that goes for the whole S23 lineup, and it goes for Teslas, and it goes for everything else. The market, to an extent, can have influence here.